Hello, welcome to Chillin With Chronically Happy. I am in extreme amount of pain after I'm just now uploading my dash cam from this morning talking about what I was talking about. Go check it out. It's in my dash cam Diary of a Disabled series. I still haven't fixed my bleached hair. It's a disaster. It's time to probably bleach it this evening. It depends on if I can move. I just got home from physical therapy and I'm in a lot of pain. She moved a lot of fascia around. I think she finally got the stuff situated where she needs to for me to have a successful chiro on Friday. But in the meantime, my body don't like its new spots because the things that need to go where they go, they're still tilted slightly wrong because they were adapted to the maladaptive spot of where they were not supposed to be. So they are used to being in that position, so it feels weird for it not to be in position out of spot. A lot of in and out of spots. Anyways, I am in so much pain. I know I said I wasn't going to medicate today, and I wasn't going to. I felt fine before PT. If it wasn't for PT moving all my fascia around after I had all my bones all shifted, and then my fascia and muscles and intestines and stuff all shifted, now everything don't feel good. And this is why I keep falling into that cycle. I'm disappointed in myself. I haven't medicated yet. As you can see, my pupils are normal size, or they should be. You can tell when somebody's on opioids if their eyes are dilated, like pinpricks. So you'll be able to tell if you don't know somebody that has used opioids before. My pupils would not be this big. You would definitely see a lot more of my blueness in my eyes. Instead, they're also more grayish today. Grayish. But yeah, I'm in too much pain. I'm resorting to it. I can't kick myself in the butt, though. I can't put myself down. It is a stigma, and I even stigmatize against it myself only because I've been through dependence before, and it's no fun being dependent on these things. It's no fun being dependent on any medication, whether it's a controlled substance or not. I'm not excited about being medicated. But it's driving me nuts to the point where I can't stop feeling it, and I need to stop feeling it. This is a case where I need to dissociate from feeling every little thing in my body shifting. It's too much for me. It causes too much distress because it reminds me of how bad a shape I really am in. So I gotta go get a water. I'll be back. I'm already starting to feel the itchy skin. I have some bad numbness and tingly going down this arm. I don't know if it's from the tramadol shot or what, but it is not happy. I feel like I need to shove it full of some IgG stuff. Get it to get out of my freaking body. Because that thing really messed up my arm, dude. I've been having some weird feeling in my arm since I got that Toradol shot. I feel like little lumps and stuff in here. A little cyst. I don't know what the hell that is. Ow, I feel it right there. Ow, dude, I don't know what that is. It hurts really bad. Great. Just another thing to go check out. I need to get a hold of my VA doctor, so once I get done filming this, I'm gonna actually have less than an hour to call. It might take them an hour to get on the damn phone, too. Just trying to fold my laundry and get it put away. I want to feel productive. I have a whole tote sitting down below me. I have like 4 more totes in my garage that I brought home from stores to sort through and go through and get ready for Christmas season and Christmas candy making. I just don't know what this new injury, man. I can't focus on everything I need to do. I need to get a hold of all these specialists and these doctors, and I'm in this state of limbo right now. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do, but I'm frozen in ADHD, fear, procrastination. I am like terrified. I'm terrified that I have so much to do. I'm in an overwhelmed shutdown right now. I'm shut down right now. This is Chronically Happy shut down. I'm just trying to get by. I figured this is the best time to film, is to show the hardest struggling part of me, on top of what y'all see with the shorts and the dancing and stuff, and the crazy outfits and everything. That's all just an outward appearance of me feeling comfortable to wear whatever I want. I'm not feel judged in that environment. I get way more judged online, and I know that, and I still allow myself to be criticized by posting the videos and showing what I look like when I'm in these scenarios. But it's brought me quite a few of you viewers, so I don't regret it whatsoever. The good or bad comments even, you know. I know by putting myself out here, I can have anybody say whatever opinion they have of me in my comment section. And, yeah. It takes a lot of courage to do this. And I'm glad that I have it. And I'm glad that I can share myself with you all. And, maybe be relatable in some way to some of y'all in a little bit. I don't know. I'm in that, I'm just trying to take care of myself stage. I'm in survival mode. I didn't realize I was in survival mode until I was in physical therapy and talking to my physical therapist. And, you know, I just... She's not my favorite physical therapist, and I feel like I can talk to her, but also there's something guarded about her, you know? I feel like she's... It's not that I don't respect the other ones. I'm thinking of so many things at one time. Like, I had just had 4 thoughts all at one time. Woo, woo, woo. So, ADHD brain, I also have pain brain. And pain brain is not fun to deal with because it depletes your serotonin, like I talked about earlier in my dash cam. It's no good. No good at all. I'm in survival mode, and I'm trying to ground myself at the same time. And I know when I'm in survival mode, that is when I need to reach out the most to people, strangers, and family and friends, and any kind of resource that I can think of that my body is not immediately rejecting and saying, don't trauma dump on these people. They are going through enough as it is right now. There was a time and place that I learned through my my raving family, more appropriately how to behave in these kind of groups. I learned a lot from my rave family, and being in a big, huge group chat such as I was in. And my oversharing, but also, there's a time and place, and not everybody is capable of processing or, may not want to deal with somebody else's stuff, so they just space over it, just skip over it. And that's the appropriate thing to do instead of attacking the person for what they post, which I'm glad that nobody in my rave family has done except for one other person. And her and I are just not friends anymore. But, I still cherish the friendship that I had, the times that I had with her, and I'm glad that we had those moments and times of happiness together. Unfortunately, I hurt her so bad that, she's excommunicated me. And I can be a little bit of a pot stirrer here and there, and I try my hardest not to be. It's only because I get bored of my own life. Sometimes I'm like, I have no drama. Let me go make some drama somewhere. I really need some drama in my life, so I would watch trash TV instead of doing it to others. I just watch other people do it to others instead of myself. So I'm not a jerk. I want to spread kindness and inspiration to others, but I could be quite a prankster. And sometimes the honesty hurts too, I never intend malicious intent ever. I've never been a mean girl. I've always been actually really quite the opposite. I couldn't hurt a fly. That's how I just described myself my whole life. I've never been in an actual fist fight. I've known many females that have been in fights, and they were all surprised that I hadn't been. I'm like, I'm not that hardcore, yo. I'm a wussy. I avoid conflict. That's what I like to do, is I avoid conflict. That's what I do. I'm a flighter. But when it comes to myself, I'm a fighter. So, I have both attributes. I'm a fight and flight response. It just depends on my ADHD for the day. My ADHD brain. And what I can get it to focus on, what I can't, what I might have to try and steer it away from. I try the best I can to maintain a healthy mental health status. But I do feel like there's a lot of mounting pressures right now. And I don't really realize that I have so much going on until I start saying it to my physical therapist this morning. I'm like, because she brought up, have you thought about talking to a therapist? I'm like, well, thank you for being my therapist up to this point, but I didn't say it exactly like that, but I did tell her, thank you for listening. She said, you're welcome. I just don't want to trauma dump on her. I don't think I respect her more in the sense of it's not that I was trying to say I don't respect the other people, but I feel more comfortable having a more personal relationship with my other two physical therapists versus this one. This one I've always had just kind of she's very headstrong, and she's more in tune with her masculine. And since I'm more in tune with my masculine, it's almost like a competitive type tension, but it's not really a tension between us. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's just, I feel like she's just a lot more closed-minded about a lot of things. She knows I've done a lot of crazy things. I'm sure she doesn't think the best of me all the way, but I know she recognizes I'm very intelligent, and I know she knows I'm going through a rough time right now. So, You know, she was there just to listen to whatever I was comfortable with telling her, and, you know, maybe I do need to start seeking out therapy again. But it's such a battle because it's so hard to get into one. But as I told her, I do have my psychiatrist that did offer if I need anything, just message him. And, you know, I think I will set up an appointment with him just so I could have a 30-minute just talk session. Just to unload a little bit. I just need somebody to talk to, and he does. I don't think he'd mind taking that spot because he told me. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I need more peace of mind, and I need to make these other phone calls to the VA and to my neurosurgeon's office because of my concerns about pain management and my concerns about surgery, my concerns about what I messed up further. Like, does it even matter that I have a new injury to be able to like operate down there? You know, I need to answer these. They're very reasonable questions. Excuse me. Myself, I wouldn't get upset. But I need to be able to cry it out. So I just wanted to show the asymmetricalness with my shoulder. Like this is my natural stance. You can see how this shoulder slouches down. It's not level with this one. It's always pulled forward. This is the loosey-goosey side of my body. This is the righty-tighty side of my body. But all my ligaments and tendons crossing each diagonal direction. I have an injury to this hip. It messed up this shoulder worse, an instability. And I also landed on this hand really heavy. So it made this really unstable. And so the bilateralness of this is really messed up in the thoracic area. And that's where I bulged my disc in my last fall at T4. And T4 is where I'm having a lot of my spasms stemming from right now. And it's just still really, really swollen and probably some hematoma around it, maybe. Internal hemangioma or whatever. Showing trauma. But I don't know if they'll want an MRI. I want one. But trying to convince a doctor to order an MRI is like pulling freaking teeth. And so the only doctors that would do it is maybe my VA doctor. And I think I need the neurosurgeon's recommendation first before I even ask the VA doctor. Because then I could find out who needs to order it. If it just needs to be my VA doctor, but I also need an appointment with my VA doctor to discuss physical therapy because I had this acute injury. So no matter what, I need to talk to her about this acute injury. But I think I need to know what the neurosurgeon thinks first. And then I have to decide what I'm going to do about this breakthrough pain with my acute injury on top of this chronic pain injury. I can manage this chronic pain. It's just this new stuff. And then the way it's taking and how it's going to feel healing is going to be very painful for quite a few months as my body, it takes almost a year to freaking recover from, because it just took a year to recover from last year's concussion fall on Halloween. I just got to my normal pain pattern last month. It was a year anniversary that my body finally started acting like it used to before I fell last Halloween. So that's where I'm at. I'm in kind of a tough spot. Pain management, surgery, VA doctor, needing physical therapy, needing a new specialist and a new referral for a hand doctor, and not knowing exactly where I want to go that accepts the VA insurance that is worth a damn in this area. I'm probably going to have to find somebody in Portland that knows something about EDS so they don't mess me up on recovery, because this is a very sensitive area and I barely recovered correctly from my own nerve surgery is only because I fell and injured myself during the healing process that I actually fixed it. And it's because I wasn't getting the correct PT afterwards. I wasn't getting enough ultrasound around it. I wasn't getting enough. I ended up pinching it when I was in my sleep when I was healing, and it was like I never had surgery. I woke up from surgery perfect, and then one night I woke up and it was back, and I was so upset because I'm like, oh, freaking gosh dang it. And it's because one of the nerves or the connective tissue stuck in the wrong spot at that wrong moment while I was sleeping, and so it was stuck for the amount of time it took for it to adhese, and so it adhesed in a really painful spot where it was breaking through the connective tissue in the wrong spot, sending the nerve, allowing that nerve signal to connect again when it was severed. So there were some remnants of some BS there, and I ended up falling out of my vehicle and landing on my elbow, and then the pain was gone from my elbow. Like it wasn't pinched anymore. And that's how I healed. So I'm scared about any surgery cutting any other nerves because I have permanent nerve damage in my face because of the surgery for my chin. Long story. But yeah, I have permanent, I don't have any feeling in my bottom lip whatsoever. So I have moments of times where I have facial paralysis and it droops more in my mouth area, and it's harder to enunciate my words because of that. One of the facial nerves got severed and it never grew back. You know, I think if I did enough other things, I could probably get it to grow back, but it would take a lot of like rehab. And it's been years later. I mean, it was in 2007, 2008 or something like that when I had that surgery. Too long ago, really. So, this is where I'm at. It's 3:20. I should probably call a neurosurgeon's office. So Wednesday, a half hour or an hour and a half, depending on what time their office closes. But I always assume 4 o'clock because that's the VA's hours. So I try not to be like number 20, within the last hour. So I'm on hold for an hour right before they're getting off work. And so they want to shortchange me with no answers. It takes time to get messages to the doctor and from. And so allowing that amount of time, I'm barely cutting it close now if I call now. But I can only do so much when I'm in so much pain and not knowing what to do. In limbo. Wished it would resolve itself, but really nothing will happen unless I do it, and I had to call, and I had to be put on hold, and then I had to explain everything. And then that re-traumatizes me because I get all upset because of how everything happened. I'm traumatized by every time I get injured. I have PTSD from every injury of falling. It's very traumatic because it just means I have way more to deal with now. And more doctors to see, more phone calls to make that I don't really want to be on the phone, sitting around waiting on with my poor posture. But I love life, guys, and I'm all about advocating for myself, using the tools that I know, feel my feelings, don't get stuck in them. Do not let fear rule my life. do everything I can to continue doing what it takes to get heard. The squeaky wheel gets heard first. And so there's a fine line between being annoying, though, where they're going to be like, put her at the bottom of the list because we're tired of hearing from her. And, oh, we actually need to see her. She got hurt again. We do have to do something sooner then. Or maybe it's going to be like, oh, she got injured again. Well, we're going to have to wait until she heals now. I'm like, it could go one or two ways. Or it could go totally unexpected in a completely different direction that I haven't even thought of. But, of course, my brain goes to, like, what are the options or scenarios that are going to happen when I call. Postponement. More imaging. No more imaging. Getting scheduled. And then I finally have a date. And then I'm like, who cares about my pain right now? I'm going to be operated on and we'll deal with my pain management afterwards. I'm not upping this patch. I can't. I just know I can't, because if I do, my neuro's going to be like, no. I know it. But I won't know until I call. So I got to call, guys. I just had to. This is me psyching myself up, getting myself ready for rejection or whatever it may be. Try not to get my hopes up. I would love to have more imaging, but realistically, they never want to do that. My doctor is willing to go in blindly right now, which kind of honestly scares me. I'm like, I kind of don't like that. I also just want her to just freaking operate too at the same time, because then we'll know for sure. And then I could be like, I'm validated. Thank you. Or I'm gonna be like, well, I was wrong. So I guess the other thing is the instability up here, which could very well be now because of all these falls in the last couple of years. So we could revisit the whole instability thing all over again with a different person. So yeah, that's a whole other book of worms, the can of worms. I don't even think I want to think about right now. So I'm gonna make that phone call. I've been saying that for 5 minutes now. I'm gonna call, seriously. Alright, guys. Wish me luck. I hope I get whatever answer will get me to surgery fastest, while also keeping me informed and less anxious. That's all I want. Is just be less anxious and have a date and know what's going to go happen. Being in the know is what helps me feel calm. This is the chaos before this. This is the storm and the chaos before the calm. There is no calm before the storm. It's chaos. It's like this. It's like thoughts everywhere, like, and then I'm like, okay, just Jenna, chronically happy. Breathe. Think about posture. Try and stay bilateral. I wish I could have KT tape on this freaking shoulder. You know what? I'm just gonna have to get some kind of like certain outfits or something. I'm gonna figure out something because I need this shoulder anchored. I need this shoulder anchored so bad. It is what's causing so much instability over here. But we've got to take care of the freaking cord first. You know what? She's right. It may not even be tethered. And so I may go through that whole laminectomy without needing to. But I believe it's further up in my spine is why. I believe it's further up here. I believe it's further up than she thinks. But she's very limited on all the patients she's operated on compared to all the different neurosurgeons that have operated on the billions of other people throughout the United States. There's case studies all over the place about this surgery. It's controversial. Not every neurosurgeon will do it. And so it takes a special convincing. You just got to get to the right neurosurgeon. And unless you're in the know like I am, you're not going to get there. You've got to research and advocate for yourself. You've got to get into networking with other people. And I'm telling you, support groups on Facebook of everything about EDS, POTS, mast cell activation, fatigue, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia. There are support groups for every single thing you can think of. Join those groups. Don't hyper-focus and get too wrapped up in everybody's problems because people are posting on there because they're all trying to get answers. And so it's all in the comment thread. Read the threads. Read the answers to these people's questions if it's a question that you have. Because typically that question's already been asked. You have to scroll through the group for a while. And hopefully you find the question. If you can't find somebody that asks the question that you have, then you yourself, you can post anonymously. And you can also post as yourself just to get answers. Ask the question you need to know. Crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing is the key to all the information. There are some support groups that do have people that are not very supportive in the comment thread. Ignore those negative people. I just saw it and it's a whole other side story. And it doesn't have anything to pertain with me. That's the thing. I need to try and stick to me, my issues, and not talk about other people, just random strangers on the internet and things that I've witnessed. But I feel like it's important to bring it up morally. This woman just lost her partner, her wife, and she joined this POTS group, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. It has to do with your heart and blood pressure and positions, changing from positions and the changes in blood pressure and heart rate while you're changing positions. It's called doing a tilt table test to get diagnosed with any kind of POTS dysautonomia type thing. It will tell you closer to what you have by doing a tilt table test. So if you're concerned about POTS or anything with your heart or blood pressure or anything and don't know much about it, go look into it. Just put it into YouTube, put it into Google, and I learn almost everything through different PhD people, neuroscience people, all kinds of people on YouTube. I listen to that's a weird name. It's like MIDI. I'm going to have to look at it again. It's been a while. But he does every single topic of every single type of system and organ. And he has thousands of videos. There are some that are underpaid content wall, which I wish I would pay for. I mean, maybe at one of these points I will. But it's not that pertinent to me because I'm not a medical student. But these are lectures that help medical students get through medical school. Is the stuff that I watch. I watch that stuff to learn. So it gets broken down to almost a layman's terms. And if I don't understand a term, I will pause it and I will go Google that term and look up what that means. And then sometimes that's a rabbit hole and you kind of have to go down a couple different terms before you're like, okay, now I know what you're talking about. But that's what it takes. If you don't know what a word means, look up the word. Copy and paste. Open new tab, Google, paste, search. There's the answer of what that means. So if there's like 2 or 3 words in a row that you don't mean, copy and paste all 3 all at once into Google. See what pops up. See what pops up. You never know. I will take full-on sentences from my MRI report, copy it, and paste it into Google and see what pops up. And sometimes there are exact replicas of that same terminology, and it breaks it down to what it means and symptoms and treatment. AI Overview does all this now. It was just Google, but now AI Overview. It was Wikipedia that usually popped up first to you for a long time. But now I'm now procrastinating. Now I'm getting into the talky stage because I took my medicine. And it ramps me up. It makes me talky, blah, 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 blah. Now my pupils are getting smaller. But, anywho, yeah, that's what it takes. It takes a lot of dedication and hard work to diagnose yourself. I don't take it lightly. I get suggestions in Facebook groups, and I take every comment, every question, every answer with a grain of salt. But when I start to see patterns, which I'm good with my ADHD and neurospiciness, I can recognize when I've seen things before. And, it may not be worded in the same context, but I'm like, I know I've seen that before. Refresh. Copy paste into Google. Oh, that's right. That's what that meant. Okay. I have to do it every single time when I look at my blood lab anymore. Because I'm not so hyper-focused on my medical stuff nonstop, 24/7 like I used to be. And it's because I was not diagnosed. It was because it was all the unknown. It was the fear. I had so much fear about what was happening to my body and not having any doctor having any explanation for what I was going through or feeling. And hearing them always say, I don't know, or you're overreacting, or it's all in your head, you're psychosomatic, you're all of these things that I'm not. So I get really defensive when I get told that I'm something. It's one of my triggers. Because I used to get told I was a piece of crap every day. It's just, I used to have the mental abuse on my ship in the Navy by my co-workers that didn't respect me. I being the only female in my shop and my ship. I got the brunt of it from two real jerks. Which, one, I can kind of forgive. I can kind of forgive one of them. I still, kind of think he's a POS for doing what he did. But it's the other one that I have a harder time forgiving. I'm kind of back and forth on should you just forgive and let go and move on, or, I of course don't let it eat you alive. But also, it's something that has shaped me into how reactive I am, which is how you treat PTSD. Is you have to learn how to recognize your triggers, and sometimes it takes help recognizing those triggers, because my emotions will just take over my entire body like it was happening all over again. And it's not my fault. It's my physiological response to a trigger from years of abuse that the chain of command did nothing about. And so I don't have a lot of respect for authority, and especially the government above with the corruption and the good old boy club, because it's true. I'm just part of it, and I also reap the benefits of it as well with cops being respectful to me as being a veteran. I do believe I get preferential treatment. Do I think it's right? No. But I feel like I've earned it as well. I've earned the respect of those service people, and I also respect them by being honest with them every time I'm pulled over, and I will accept the ticket gladly when I get one because I know I'm in the wrong when I'm doing it. So being honest is all the cop wants you to do, is be honest with them. So there's sometimes in my life that I feel okay with the way the situation happened, and I had moved on, but then I have triggers that will bring up that situation as well and remind me of that because it's a PTSD trigger. The only thing I can do is change how I respond to those triggers, and the first point is recognizing them as a trigger, and if I cannot remove myself from the environment of those triggers, because I can't, because of some of it's also childhood trauma mixed in. I am prone to having PTSD meltdowns, and unfortunately it lashes out at the people that are closest to you and the ones that you love the most and the ones you live with. It's environmental. I'm also a very sensitive individual, and I'm so very empathetic, and I care about how everybody else feels. I used to be a people pleaser. I'm a recovering people pleaser. I have boundaries now. Because if I did not have these boundaries, I would be letting all of the external outside of these four walls get to me more. But it is getting to me now because it's getting to be a large amount, especially as the holidays approach. This is always a hard time of year for me, no matter what. There was the time of year I lost my last cat traumatically. The year before I got Stormy Dog. I got Stormy Dog almost a year later. She was born in October, and adoption date was December 21st when I brought Stormy home. So I'm gonna actually write that on the calendar so I don't forget it. I always forget I forgot to celebrate her birthday this year. I feel like a jerk mom. I forgot her birthday. It's been a hectic freaking last month or so. Trying to get ready for Boo Seattle, and having no finances last month, and having no finances this month. I am freaking overdrawn. Oh gosh, care credit was due on Friday. Or is it this Friday? It's tomorrow. What day is today? I don't know. But Black Friday and Cyber Monday are on the right, or Cyber Monday is on the right day this year. And so Black Friday hopefully is too. Hopefully I get paid that day. Because this is a long month. There's a lot of weeks in this month, and I don't get paid until the 19th. It's bullshit. 5 was the first on the Saturday. Bullshit. Consider this Diary of a Disabled too, on top of this Chillin With Chronically Happy. You never know what you're going to get when you're chilling with me. Seriously, you don't. So should I show you all the chaos of my overwhelmed paralysis has gotten me in because of my pain today? And my overwhelming emotions behind all the pain management problems and the upcoming surgery that has no date, and the mental health papers I need to fill out for my freaking uncle and get him started with my psychiatrist, which I need to log on to my website anyway, so I might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and I'll feel happy that I actually finally did what I was going to do for him, so he can actually have an appointment sooner rather than later. Maybe my psychiatrist could recommend some therapists or something near me. I don't know, but I also need to call United Healthcare, and I will also get a list of providers that they are covered within. So I am going to use my resources. I'm going to do that. Let me get my chair ready and my computer ready for this. So I think this is what I need to do. If I don't call my neurosurgeon's office, I at least need to do this. And I can do this past business hours. That way I don't feel rushed. I hate feeling rushed because when I feel rushed is when I get hurt more. So I have to really just take it slow today. I know this angle and lighting is terrible. That's terrible. That's a little bit more soft. Makes my hair look really washed out with my skin. It's so yellow, guys. Look how yellow that is compared to this platinum. I can't wait to get the rest platinum. So that is what I'm looking forward to this evening, is trying to get my hair platinum. So I'm going to look at that as something fun that I'm looking forward to this evening. I'm in a hurry to try and get all the stuff out of my mom's yard and out of her house and unclog the garage with stuff. But I just brought more stuff home, and now, I'm in a lot of pain and trying to work through any more of it tonight. But now that my opioids are kicking in, I might actually be able to function. But I would rather work on these phone calls. I will get a lot more satisfaction from getting some of this phone call stuff started. And maybe I can even set up my VA appointment just online without even calling. Maybe I can even do that. Oh, come on, plug in. I brought more. I really need to wipe my freaking nose. Sorry, guys. I brought more hangers home from my storage unit because I got these little like triangle things at Walmart that you put on your hangers, and it extends your clothes down, so it's like a hook hangs onto a hook here, and it saves space in your closet. My mom has been on my butt about her whole closet in the front living room, because I use that closet to hang all my coats, all my dresses, all my vests, all my anything that needs a hanger is out there. And then she wants her, they have all their coats in there, and it's like, well, what do you expect me to do? I mean, I have a lot of coats and a lot of hoodies. Almost my entire wardrobe is hoodies and stuff like that. I layer myself, man. That's why I have so much laundry all the time. My uncle can't believe how much laundry I go through. Between all my rave clothes and my regular clothes, and then my pajamas, and sometimes I get dressed up for my videos here. I can't twist. Do not twist me. Okay, I gotta turn the other way. This chair does not fit in this spot very well. I am not happy with this computer chair. I got this last Black Friday, and it took until January, until after I got the correct one. If you guys go back to this time December of last year, you'll hear a lot about this this computer chair issue or gaming chair issue. This is actually made for an extra large person, so it's extra wide, and so it really doesn't fit my shape the way it should. I feel like I'm not happy with it. It's too elongated for me, and it doesn't fit in this space very well, and I think it's kind of cheaply made, honestly. So I feel like I kind of want to get a new gaming chair. But I don't even use my gaming chair. I game from bed a lot of the time. But I just started getting out of that because I was my pain pattern was starting to get back to normal. So I was getting things done. Let me blow my nose, guys, one sec. Brought half my Christmas stuff home, but I have plans now. I have decided I'm going to clean out some of my inventory in here of all this stuff that I'm not going to be using anytime soon. I'm going to fill it with the stuff for the holidays, with the stuff that I have things for, because I have like regular candy making stuff right in these containers. And I was told that I need to make strictly holiday jewelry for the tree farm if I'm going to set up a table in the month of December or November at all. Preferably right after Thanksgiving, so I may be vending at a tree farm throughout the week or weekends, and I need to have a new table. I need to get a tablecloth. I need to have some good displays. I need to figure out where I put my displays again. I think they're in my trailer. So I need to move a whole bunch of stuff from my trailer to my storage unit. And I'm trying to rotate through all my stuff because I have my canning stuff stored in my trailer right now because that was easier to get to it versus on the bottom of all my totes inside my storage unit, because my canning tote is like so much bigger than all the other totes inside my storage unit. And I'm storing a kayak in my storage unit, and luckily I was about to sell my bicycle, but realistically my uncle kind of needs a bicycle, so I guess if he, the cost that it would take me to fix it, he should just invest in fixing it, and it's his for free. So whatever it costs to fix it, that's what he pays. I'm not charging him anything for it. Because he's looking at getting out of here hopefully pretty soon. But having a bicycle that works, I think it would be really beneficial even here in town for him to use so he can go further than just the bar here. Not that there was much in the town that I live in, honestly. I mean, it's really small. I hate having trash and clutter everywhere. I try to stay tidy. I really do. I just cleaned out my drawer here. It's very shallow. It's only this deep, guys. Like, I can't store hardly anything in here. These are actually good batteries. I need to put this in my battery thing. I just brought all my fairy lights and stuff back home, but I need to order some more because I have an idea of how I want to do some Christmas jewelry for the tree farm. I came up with some ideas. And I still need to fulfill my slinky order of 10 slinkies, so I need to get on top of that. So I need to fulfill those orders first. I haven't quoted the one person what it is, and I quoted the other person too low. My friend Jody, thank you, Jody, for telling me I'm worth more than what I quoted. You're right, I am worth more than that. I just, I need to unload product and get word around. And I was just using it as a promotional deal to get my name out there a little bit, but not everybody pays that price. So I'm going to strike up an agreement with this lady. If she promotes my stuff on her social media to get my name out around people, that way I can have more of a following. I just want to get exposure right now, so I will hook up some people for exposure purposes, but I will be gaining something from it in return for the cheap price. So I still have further negotiation to do. Oh my goodness. You know, I really do need to get some kind of like accountant or somebody online to help me. But I think getting my own LLC helps me do that. I'm not sure. I have so much to look into as far as business-wise, which I plan to do when I'm recovering from surgery for sure. Just working on that kind of stuff. I really need to work on restocking my supply of my beads. Like, I really need to spend some money this paycheck on some bead recovery. Some more beads. I am so depleted of beads right now. I have used so many beads and slinkies that slinky cups take a lot of beads, and so I really need to factor that into my price. So I'm going to be writing down these expenses, honestly. I need to get organized on this. This is what I really do need to focus on, is getting my crafting going in the right direction. Even if I can just get that set up today. One thing at a time. See, look what happens when my medication kicks in with taking opioids. I turn into somebody that is almost like Adderall. It speeds me up. It doesn't make me sleepy. It has the opposite effect on me. That's ADHD for you. This is what ADHD does. It gives you the opposite effect of medication. It wires me, man. I'm not tired. I am wide awake. I am alert. I am like... And it also focuses me, too. It's a fast focus. Alright, now that's all organized. Why do I have a die in here? Alright, so this goes with... Honestly, this goes with this. This is one of my car chargers. I don't like it because it doesn't fit in this with my case on. But also, I need a new buddy for my new like holder for my vent, because the unicorn had a wider space at the bottom. It worked better than the alien. I kind of need to get rid of the alien phone holder, but I want to show people how cool it is to use. My friend that Social Joe, I'd give it to her, but she don't have a car, so she don't need it for her car. But I really do find that it does help to be able to record my dash cam diaries. I have 2 thumb drives. I need to have these organized in another thumb drive. I have like these things in here. I have like all these freaking blue. I have all these glasses in here. Some prescription. Like, these are my last prescription glasses that I got. I actually am in need of the eye doctor now. I have to go down to the St. Louis VA and go set that up. And I got these. These are just blue blockers for when I game long hours. These are blue blockers, my subscription blue blockers that I bought off of Amazon. This is my old prescription glasses that are weaker than the ones that I have now. But I think they're cute. I like them with the no ring on the bottom. But I really just like the glare. I need some anti-glare lenses this time. So this next set of free glasses, I actually really like the Salem VA Eye Clinic. They're actually really good. So I honestly feel like I just need to throw all my casino cards away, because I get a new one every time I go in. Look how many casino cards of like the same 2 casinos I go to. It's so stupid. It's clogging up space in my drawer that I don't need to clog up. Then I have my letters for my Chronically Happy corner sign up top. Here, I'll show you. top, I have the Chronically Happy Crafting Corner chat from when I first started doing my YouTubing. It's a light up board. Then I have my headphone stand, that donut. But also I could put my headset on it if I wanted to, but I find that this hook works perfect. Then I have some stuff up there. Then I have some, what are those? Those are some of my candy bags now. Hold up, I'm curious now. I gotta find out what that is. Oh yeah, those are candy bags of, these are the candies that I got from 2 different events that I don't have a post over here to hang them on. I need to find another place to display my other bracelets now. I ran out of places to display my bracelets from these last 2 smaller festivals or shows. This is Zingara, and this is Boo Seattle. Is this the Boo Seattle one? Oh, this is the Rave River Campout. This is the Rave River Campout right here, I believe. This is like one I made. It's got to be one I made. Okay, is this the Rave River one? Alright, I gotta think about this now. I gotta look at the pieces I got. Bliss, Strawberry, nice. You can read it yourself. That cracks me up. Okay, yeah, this is the Rave River one. So this is the candy I got at Rave River. And I didn't pass this one out. This is one that I passed. That was one I made. I got this brown one. Plur. So I had nowhere to display these ones. I could put them on my current water MJ thing. And yeah, this is from my Zingara show. So for these 2, you know, I might have to actually take my first couple years of EDC off of my, I don't know, I'm going to have to go out in the garage and find a place to display those. Because I like looking at all my candy that I have been given. Like, I have a special place in my heart for every piece that I've gotten. I may not remember everybody that gave them to me, but, you know, there are some pieces that stand out, and, whoa. I kind of need to put this away. Alright, so, somebody from a candy, making party made this for me out of ball pit balls and some of my own beads here in between. I had to actually retie it because it got so loose with the stretchy string she used. And I had to add another hook, and it works a lot better now. I helped it refresh itself. You know. And it also says, never too old to rave. So true. See, I feel so much better, you know, talking about things that I love. And, you know, I'm finally getting into the mindset of, I think I'm ready to tackle this and take on the world. I hate talking about other people's business and stuff, but my rave bestie that I went to Boo Seattle with, got attacked by an abuser that she loves, and I don't know if she'll ever want to leave him 100%. I thought she had left him for good this last time around, but I didn't know to the full extent of what he's done to her. And now that I know, I am extremely protective of her, but also I can't be her watchdog, dude. I'm not going to spend all my time and effort thinking about her. I love her, but she is an adult and she can take care of herself, and it's the decisions that she makes that will either make or break her. I hope that she chooses the better path of no return to him and presses charges and puts him away. And I hope he does get put away. I would like to know when that court date is so I could be, I think I'm more hearsay, but because she told me what happened, but for her to lose consciousness, she said she wasn't sure if she did or didn't. She didn't know what happened. Pretty sure she lost consciousness. And with there being some bruising right here from this, and there's clear pictures of that, and I have those pictures on my phone now. I'm not going to let her forget it. I'm going to send those pictures to her if she talks about seeing him or being around him again. There's only so much I can do from afar from a friend, but there's I don't want to enable it, but I also want to be supportive for her. And the only thing I think I can do when I'm not taking care of myself or doing the things I need to do for myself and things around here, I have boundaries now. I have to take care of myself first before I can help anybody else. And if they can't help themselves, that's not my problem, but I will try my best in the time that I can allot to it. And I will try to find some resources in her area for getting her help or protection or whatever she needs. She doesn't know what to do, and she's barely scraping by. I feel for her. I really love her. I care about her, but I have to have a boundary here, and I have to take care of myself before I do anything for her. So, in the list of order received, I need to make money. I am deficit. I am overdrawn. My finances have taken a hit since I injured myself further because I have to pay more out of pocket for my chiropractor. It's $45 a pop, going from once a week to 3 times a week. Thank goodness they carry my bill over until I can pay. They'll let it get pretty high before, I don't think they will ever turn me away even. And if something happens to me and I end up, passing or something before I can pay my debt at some point, they're just going to have to write that off, unfortunately. But I'm not going to anytime soon. I'm going to live till I'm 100, so. These are some fun little necklaces that are just zebras. And I need to remind myself that I am zebra strong. So I'm going to be wearing my green zebra this month, I think. Well, it's not quite Christmas yet. I'm thinking Christmas already before it's even Halloween. Or it's past Halloween when I'm thinking Thanksgiving. I want to tear this apart so bad. It's Merry Christmas, and it has a dill pickle on it. But I really want to make it non-Christmassy, and I want to make it something that I'll wear year-round. Talking about I'm a big deal. So I want to take this apart and remake it. But I need to put that at the back of my priority list because it's been this long, it can wait longer. I need to focus on making the slinky cuffs first and doing Christmas things, switching to Christmas bracelets and necklaces and stuff, and showing my uncle what I want made out of them and how. And then I can allow him some freedom, but I have to refresh him on bead making all over again. It's been a long time since he's helped me, and he doesn't know what I'm looking for, and I have to be very specific. Very specific. And then I get controlling with my freaking bees. I'm like, you can't use these ones. You'll use all of them. I want to use all of them. So we're almost like fighting for bees. We are fighting for bees. We're not almost. We are. So, alright, these are still, I'm trying to think of which ones to put away, like, these ones can be in the future month or so. Oh, I need to get that ball out of here. Stormy's gonna smell this ball, and I also have to get a box started for a trade. I have to get another box to do a trade because I'm like mid-trade. I have half her stuff done, and I have to finish filling it with trinkets and stuff. So I have 2 boxes to prepare. One for a dude I met online in the raving community in one of the groups, and we made our own side chat of rock hounders and ravers. The group didn't get very far. So I suppose these ones can be put away. This needs to be put in my Halloween stuff, which I just put away. These need to go to the garage. I'm multitasking. I'm going to get started on the computer stuff. I have to have a clean space around my working area. I have to like tidy it up before I do anything because it draws my attention away. Like I'll start focusing on that instead of that, and that's not what I need right now. I need to order my new air purifier filter. I need to freaking clean out my freaking computer, my PC. My freaking dusty. I am embarrassed, dude. I am embarrassed at this dust. It's freaking gross, dude. I need it vacuumed out and like air dusted so bad. I have clumps of freaking dust down here. Look at that. It's freaking gross, man. I need to vacuum this out. I need to clean it, blow it, whatever I need to do. Oh, all my stickers. I love all my stickers on my tower. Here's a picture into my world of stickers. It's my Navy sticker. I'm proud of my Navy sticker. Do good, be good. My Oregon State Beaver wood sticker is actually made out of wood. I got my Wounded Warrior Project, Area 15, my Boo Seattle little Polaroid. My llama, believe in fire safety. Does not exist. Inspire. Does not exist. Million elephants. Then I have this Princess Charming. Of course I'm Princess Charming. I'm good. And then, yeah, a whole bunch of other free stickers I get at places, and don't pay attention to that. My friend gave it to me, and I thought it'd be funny just to put on there. My new favorite place up in Portland. I got these cute little stickers. This was a sticker from a recent trade. And then over here, I got a whole bunch of other ones. My newest freaking Dutch Brothers glow-in-the-dark Marion amps. A little notepad. I got a sticker under there. I got stickers over here. These are mostly Dutch Brothers ones. Got a Toki Doki one right here. These are my little tacks and stuff. Yeah, Dutch Brothers stuff. So yeah, that's my tower. Got my trippy paintings. I love my little closet here, guys. This is why I don't have room for my freaking clothes in here. I love my closet. Then I have my trinkets or all my sprouts from all the festivals. Look at this, guys. This is like almost an entire curtain. And yeah, I have gaps in here, but look at that. All the way down the curtain that slows down here because I use the clips. But this has clips all the way down. And then this side has more flower clips. And then it goes down to sprouts, to flowers. Almost to the ground. And now I need to trim my curtains because they're getting a little bit, so yeah. I got my two spoons. I haven't decided. I have my cool new one. Ooh, it's got this little whoa, whoa, whoa. Then I got my other one. And I have my cool little glowy IKEA little tap light that I got a long time ago. Like, this guy is like 12 years old. And then I have all my, so this was a painting from my friend, a painting from my friend, a painting thing from her son. That was from EDC. And I have all my rock pounding, Christology, tarot stuff. My base canyon cards and all my side quest cards I need to find a way to display. And then I have some of these boxes, and then I have a couple games up there. And then I have my little squishy. And then I have some pop figures back there I need to get rid of. But yes, these are some of my favorite perlers that people have given me. I won this one at Camp EDC. It took me all 3 days to get that. This is the coolest freaking, I want to order from this person, honestly. I haven't yet. And I love this freaking zombie pony. Then I have my paw prints from my cats. Loki, my baby cat that's traumatized me around this time several years ago. And then Kitty, my first cat. That was the year she passed. And then, yeah, that doesn't have the year, does it? No, it doesn't. I need to put the year on that. Then I have some of her fur. Loki's fur. I got this from Raven, an amazing artist. This is one of his prints. I need to get a hold of that doctor at some point. I need to go get that free beanie. So yeah, this is a tour of my closet, guys. This is why I don't have clothes in here. Welcome to my life. I had to switch my Ethernet cord between my PC and my freaking PlayStation 5 because I don't have dual ports, which I need to get. I need an Ethernet splitter, which I do have. This new box of docking station of some sort, but I don't think it's the right type of docking station that's going to be able to split two Ethernets. So I'm still investigating what I need for setting that all up and being able to maybe just stream from my PC even. I don't know, do Twitch streaming, just chatting, or you know, whatever. I don't know. I haven't figured out what I want to do. Besides making YouTube content and editing, learning how to edit better, slowly, at my pace. Oh, my stuff's charged. Look at this cool microphone charging station. So you plug it in to the box itself, and then it has these lights. So this is the receiver I plug into the bottom of my phone. Boop. And then here's my little microphone that I use for my dash cams. It just pushes the little button on the side and it syncs up to the receiver here in my phone. So cool. I have both of my microphones charged now because the dots are showing all charged. Well, now that one's not. But let me switch places with it, with this one. Let me see what it does, if anything. Both docking stations should be docking, so they're both. There. I feel better. Both red lights are on, but all of these are lit up. So when it's charging, they're flashing. But I believe they're all charged now. The lights were off, but I took them off the charger for like, what, 5 minutes? Close that. Open. Close. I don't know why they're both red. I hope they didn't try to sync up to my PC. They probably did, though. Who knows? Alright, where's my battery container? I know it's around here somewhere. I hate that I have... Okay, I don't hate that I have this flooring. But it makes it extremely difficult to roll over with my PC chair or gaming chair. But I need this padding because of my constant instability and falling. So with the narrow areas in my room, I need to have extra padding. I do seriously need to live in a padded room. I should probably wear a helmet. But I'm pretty good at protecting my face for the most part. The rest of me, not so much. So here I am procrastinating. But you know what? Tomorrow's a new day, and I feel happy for being motivated for doing just this, which will lead to happier things and a happier evening for me. Still being productive, but taking it slow and working my way up, because I want to make sure that I am calm and collected when I talk to these professionals on the phone, because I do not want... I mean, I've been crying on the phone to the receptionist already, but she don't need to hear that, you know. Excuse me. Found some more stuff, so I gotta add this to my Christmas stuff that I have here at the house. I got some Christmassy things. I couldn't help but start wasting my credit card money at Walmart on Christmas stuff, because I was in the Christmas section looking for stuff on Christmas wreaths, which I need to talk to my mom and ask her opinion about how many rolls of wire we should have for 20 people making wreaths. I haven't answered her yet. I left her on red. I'm a jerk for leaving her on red, but I need to find out the answer before I can just... I don't want to blindly tell her the wrong thing. I did tell her, I said, probably... And then I said, it depends on how much is on per spool. She's like, how much yards should be on each spool? I'm like... Of course he would ask me that. I don't know. Let me go find out. Of course she has to ask those kind of questions. Of course. Dude, why don't you just let me deal with it for you instead of being a hypochondriac? I don't know, over-controlling micromanager. I don't know. Okay, this stuff needs to go in my Christmas stuff out in the garage. I need to get all my Christmas stuff together in one thing, so then I can put it either in storage or keep it here for bead making things. If it's not bead making related, it needs to go to my storage unit. If it's not going to be used for wreath or anything until December, it needs to go back to storage. I was thinking that these ornaments would make something great for bracelets or necklaces or something. So I've been buying a little bit here and there. Dollar Tree is honestly the best, but it doesn't have the coolest, prettiest things like Walmart does. And online. And I want to look for all those Black Friday deals and all the after Christmas sales this year for next year. So I don't know what I'm going to feel like doing next year. Alright, so I got my batteries in here, which is good. I'm like having to rearrange my room like every couple months because it's a different season, and so I need different things. Oh, my cherries. So I have this, and I have this. These two things are constantly having things tossed in and reorganized and gone through and reorganized and gone through. Like this thing needs to have a new centerpiece put on because the last one came off and it goes right here. I have to fix a lot of jewelry right now. Like that is another jewelry one that I want to fix. This is just one that I want to wear. So I need to hang it somewhere else. Do I want to wear this? Oh, these are also, this thing is also a thing I need to fix. There's so many things I need to fix. And this one's not Christmas related, so this needs to go somewhere else. This is going to be used for something. I don't know what, but something. I don't know why this one broke off the jewelry I had it on. I really don't know why it came off. This thing is good for year round. So this should go in my good jewelry one. I really love my ghost me one. And then Ride the Night. This is definitely one of my favorites. So these are things that I don't want to get rid of because they're some of my favorites. I do want to get rid of this one. So some of these were what I was trying to sell and get rid of, but my mom told me just Christmas things, so yeah. I don't think any of these could be considered Christmassy at all. All for different kind of year. I would love to share. I would love to share more than just Christmassy ones. Like, why do they gotta be Christmassy? Like, if people may not want Christmassy jewelry, why not? I would think they would want jewelry for all year round instead of just once a year stuff. That's probably overpriced for them. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Like that, like Natalie and Brulia. I love this blood. I will wear this various times a year. I like wearing it more so during Halloween year, you know, Halloween month, but I want to prank somebody. I think I need to use it for some skits, honestly. So I'm putting it in my jewelry. Actually, this is not just jewelry. I have necklaces and other things in here. Okay, we just need to fix this now. Alright, necklaces. I think we should put necklaces. Well, this is a snake, but I don't see the thing attached to it. They were earrings. Alright, well, anyways, we will just put those in there then. Organizing. My costume jewelry with my raving jewelry with my costume jewelry. Like dresser costume. I got so many sunglasses. Sunglasses to gift. Which I need to put this in my Christmas stuff. Not Christmas stuff, Halloween stuff. I still have Halloween totes right now that I'm filling up in my storage unit. Okay, these are my poof balls. I'm probably going to put those on clips. And I have this. This is like my jewelry bag of all jewelry. I just put it all in one. Just like my sunglasses. Gift sunglasses and whatever else. Alright, let's see. Gift glasses or keep. Medical stuff. Don't belong in that thing. Okay, these need to go in this guy. I think these need to go in this guy. Because these are what I would wear. Nope, that snake needs to go in that other thing. Let go of my cherries. Okay. So we got jewelry. We got sunglasses. Metal jewelry. Shoe charms. Possibly, but I am going to use this container for, I think I have one for hair bands, but I have another container I can use for the other thing, I think. So this for all my hair ties. One for my clips. And one for my butterfly clips. This is my butterfly clips one. I just bought a whole bunch. That I just bought a whole bunch of. Oh yeah, those are going in there. All right, those butterfly. Oh, wrong this lid on the piss cup lid. Piss cup lid. Yeah. I like it. More hair ties. Hair tie. Now I gotta go down to my hair drawer underneath the sink in my cupboard and organize all those. Because those are all disorganized now because I just threw everything in there when I got home. Because I didn't want to deal with it then. So I get to deal with it now. And of course I got my safety pins, my bobby pins. Oops, there goes some clips in my hand. Oop, oop, oop. Alright, we'll shove those in my pocket. Hopefully I don't forget. Alright, we got that. Trash. I can't work under stress of a cluttered work environment, knowing that all this stuff isn't like where it should be. All these clips need to be in the garage. All that stuff does. I think my mom is mopping the entire house. Which if I go out now, I'll probably get yelled at because I think she's right outside. I also need to keep these plugs inside with these other freaking plugs. This plug, this plug, this plug. Unnecessary because I do not have this kind of freaking phone. Throw away. Alright, stuff that needs to go. This is a tiger, not a zebra. The green is a zebra. This would be good to give away at a rave. Just this by itself. Which I need to put in my baggie of things. Excuse me. My bracelet can go in there. Halloween stuff. This needs to go in my Halloween stuff. I still have to take my big skeleton over. It's another one of those long videos today, guys. Lucky you. I was going to let you guys go forever ago, and I'm like, no, you know what? Just join me on my journey of continuing to see what it looks like. Having ADHD paralysis and being so overwhelmed that you just end up putting off the things that are the most important to do, like making those phone calls, because now it's too late. So I'm like, oh well, it's too late now. So I feel less stressed because I can't call now. So jacked up. I have to like self-sabotage myself to make myself feel better. It's ridiculous. My makeup is up in Washington. I need it so bad. I don't need it, but now that I don't have it, I'm so mad because I don't have it. My deodorant was up there. I had to go buy new deodorant. Makes me feel horrible having to do that. I don't think this container is going to be big enough for my butterfly clips. I might as well do this with the hair ties. This thing is full of the hair ties. This is a denture container. That was my old retainer container. Retainer container. Now it holds all my hair ties. Now I can be even more organized in my little drawer. Now I can have these clips in here. I'm telling you, I've got a little OCD because of my mom. It ran into the family. Because when I'm on my energized opioid stimulation, I am motivated to get everything done. Things that I've been putting off for a long time. Things that I'm not, new to putting off. Oh, these don't fit. Oh, man. I am just a couple shy, dude. Just a handful shy. Now I'm going to have to give some away in some care packages because, look, it's not too many. I'm going to have to use this container then. I don't even know if it would even fit in there. Oh, man. I wish they could all fit in one. But instead I have to have 2 containers full. That's annoying. Alright, well, I got that. Hair clips. A turtle that got bent all to heck. I don't know if I could like bend back and then glue together. I don't know. Okay, now we got all these little teeny rubber band thingy things. Bobby pins. It's nice to be organized, so I can find what I'm looking for easily. And then putting things back where they belong is key, which I don't do, really, but I need to. Regularly, hair ties are going in this guy. This clippy clip and clippy clip, clippy clip, hair tie. Clippy clips, so this sort can go in this one. Now I have a button. This to repair and glue back onto one of my other things. A button that I can't recall what it goes to. I hate it when I have miscellaneous, like, what do I do with this? Just throw it away? I don't have any more like it. All these clips are so mismatched. I kind of need to get like a more solid collection, honestly. More colors. I got rid of most of my clips a long time ago. So much dog hair in there, jeez. Alright, so, bobby pin. I need a little baggie. I got any baggies in this thingy thing? No. Do I have any? No, I don't. Oh, no, don't fall. Don't fall, don't fall. Okay, don't fall. Okay, good to go. Okay. Well, I'll be right back. Well, look like it's Dollar Tree time because I gotta get stuff done for the wreaths too. Multitasking, ADHD.
Hurry up, Jenna.
Of course. Peace out.